This isn't gonna go well. Okay. Hey guys, it's Hannah, and today I am going to show you all the books that I hauled back with me from my apartment for the summer. If you don't know, I live at home during the summer, and then I live in an apartment at my college during the school year, because that makes perfect sense. And I have most of my books here at home with me. I take books that I own but I haven't read with me to my apartment, which causes problems during the summer because the reason I have those books with me is with the idea that I will then read them, so then they will become read books on my shelf and not unread books on my shelf. But when I leave them, I don't have them with me, so that causes this whole conundrum. So I did not bring my whole bookshelf back, which, considering how many are here, is a little bit sad, I will admit. But that'd be ridiculous to tote that whole thing back here with all those books. So many books. So we're just didn't even bother. I went through and kind of picked out the ones that I think have the highest chance of me getting to them this summer. So basically, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through them. I think I'm basically just going to like show them all. It'll be like a little list. And then just let me know which ones you think I should really hone in on. Which ones you think I should make sure I finish this summer. Which would be great because then I'd leave them here so I'd have more room on my shelf in my apartment so I can buy more books. So that's the plan. We're just kind of gonna go through. So I'm not really gonna bother giving you a synopsis, so I'm basically just going to list all of the books that I brought home with me for the summer. So we're just gonna jump in now. First I have I'd Rather Be Reading: The Delights and Dilemmas of the Reading Life by Anne Bogle, The Long Dark Tea Time of the Soul by Douglas Adams, as well as Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency by Douglas Adams. I believe this is the first book in the series and this is the second book in the series. So these two kind of correlate, I think. You'll see little notes if I'm wrong or if I'm right, because I like to do that now. When the Men Were Gone by Marjorie Herrera Lewis, Taking Aim by Ava Shockey, Secret by Lindsay Smith, The Murder of Roger Ackroyd by Agatha Christie, which a patron at the library just recently told me that this is her all-time, by far, the absolute best Agatha Christie book. So I will admit this is a little bit high on my list. Plus, after reading a whole month of mysteries, I've kind of put myself in a mystery mode. Mr. Penumbra's 24-Hour Bookstore by Robin Sloan, Salt to the Sea by Rita Sepetys, or Sepetys. I've heard it so many ways, I do not know which one is correct. Bridge of Clay by Marcus Zusak. This thing is huge, which is kind of why I brought it, because ideally I'll get it done in the summer when I have more time. Theoretically. A Woman on Paper by Anita Pulitzer. This is about Georgia O'Keeffe. The Feather Merchants and Other Tales of the Fools of Clem by Steve Sandfield and illustrated by Mikkel Magrill. That was stack 1. We are on to stack 2. Now these two I brought back not to read but to hopefully use, and that is Blueberry Muffin Murder by Joanne Fluke and the Nancy Drew Cookbook. I have already read this, but there's recipes throughout this book, and so ideally, hopefully, I'm going to try some of them, and hopefully I'll also film me trying some of them. So if you're interested in that, let me know. And basically the same thing goes for the Nancy Drew Cookbook. I think it'd be fun to kind of film myself trying the recipes. So we'll see, but I brought these back with that in mind. Between Shades of Grey by Rita Sepetys, Uncle Boris and the Yukon by Daniel Pinkwater, The Golden Compass by Philip Pullman, Death Comes to Pemberley by P. Day James. I actually have a bookmark in this because I'm actually about to start reading this because I just recently rewatched one of the best shows to have ever graced anyone's television, and that is the BBC miniseries of Pride and Prejudice. So I'm now kind of on a Jane Austen kick, kind of on a mystery kick. This is a combination of the two, I think. This is what I'm reading next. A Conspiracy of Kings and Thick as Thieves, both by Megan Wallen Turner. I think this is the next one in the series. I brought both because I need to finish the series. Hopefully I get to finish that series this summer. Almost said month. That's not gonna happen. The Big Four by Agatha Christie. A Man Called Ove by Frederick Backman. Vinegar Girl by Ann Tyler. The Day the Angels Fell by Sean Smucker. Final Stack. Cat A List by Alan Dean Foster. Toward Zero by Agatha Christie. You might notice that I never showed this when I was showing off all of my Agatha Christie books. It's because I forgot about it. Same with The Murder of Roger Ackroyd. I forgot that I owned it because I was only focusing on the ones I clumped together because they all had the matching covers. Long Ride Home by Louis L'Amour. The Sackett Brand by Louis L'Amour. The Salmon of Doubt by Douglas Adams. Dear Mr. Knightley by Catherine Ray. A Portrait of Emily Price by Catherine Ray. Midnight Rider by Joan Hyatt Harlow. Now, I technically have read this, but I do want to reread it. I read this a long time ago, and it has been on my mind recently. So this is technically a reread, but I do want to read it again at some point. Buffalo for the Broken Heart by Dan O'Brien. Summer with the Bears, 6 Seasons in the North Woods by Jack Beckland. Shakespeare, The World as Stage by Bill Bryson. Reading People, How Seeing the World Through the Lens of Personality Changes Everything by Anne Bogle. And finally, Vienna Prelude by Bodhi Thone. Thone. I think it's Thone. So that is it. Like I said, fairly short, fairly succinct, but these are my 3 stacks of books. Please let me know of those books which ones you think I should focus on. I will let you know that. I'm already planning on reading The Death of Pemberley, The Murder of Roger Ackroyd, and I'm kind of leaning towards getting to the Catherine Ray books because they are kind of Jane Austen themed, and I've kind of put myself in a Jane Austen mood after watching the BBC miniseries. I'm in a Jane Austen mood. I'm in a mystery mood, so I'm kind of correlating the two, but all of my moods aside, although I am a mood reader, all of my moods aside, what do you think I should read next? So that's it for this video. Comment down below, let me know what I should read next. And also comment down below and let me know what is the one book that you would tote around with you that's on your TBR if you were moving back and forth between home and an apartment at school. What's the one book, or what are a couple of the books that you would have to bring with you, like that are at the top of your TBR that you're just really hoping you get to? So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see y'all again in another one soon.